Hello everyone, I have another Black and White 2 OU match here once more. Today I'm trying out a few different things in OU such as Impostor, Ditto, and Technician, Swords Dance, Breloom. So let's see how the match goes. So I'm going to lead off with my Breloom thinking that it can kind of beat out anything he has. He actually is going to send out his Gliscor first, and I don't want him to Ice Fang me, even though I thought I could Spore him. I just wanted to play it safe and go straight into Ferrothorn. Unfortunately for me, he just goes for a Stealth Rock, so I could have just Spored him and that would have been great. But you know, that's not how it went, so that kind of sucks for me, but it's fine. So now I'm going to get the Leech Seed on his Gliscor, and I know he's probably going to switch it to Breloom, so I'm just going to set up a Stealth Rock there, and now I'm going to leave Ferrothorn in because it's the only thing on my team, or sorry, it's the one thing on my team that I don't mind being put to sleep. Or even, I don't mind, or let's just forget that. So anyways, I'm going to go into Latios here as he sets up a Swords Dance. I kind of wanted to bait him into going for, actually I don't really know why I went into Ferrothorn there, to be very honest. But I figured he's probably going to go for Bullet Seed here. And he does, and it does very, very little to my Ferrothorn. And at this point, I'm hoping he's just going to set up Swords Dances like crazy. Because I do have Impostor Ditto lying in the wings. And no matter how much he sets up, I am Choice Scarfed. So if he gets up to +6, I can just beat him out very easily. So that's exactly what's going to happen. So that's actually really good for me. I don't know if he doesn't know how Ditto works now, or if he just forgot or something. But now I'm going to send in my Ditto. It's going to automatically transform and copy all those boosts. And the Mach Punch is just going to automatically kill him. He's going to send in Gliscor here. And I don't want to... I'm probably not going to kill his Gliscor. And I don't want to be Ice Fanged. So I'm going to predict that, go straight into Slowking. And now what I'm going to do is... he goes for Earthquake. I actually go for Flamethrower here, kind of a misclick. I predicted him to switch, but I wanted to go for Toxic over that. But doesn't matter, I still did a pretty good amount of damage to him. And now he's going to go for a Roost, so I'm just going to fire off a Scald, because regardless, Scald would do a lot of damage. It is super effective, and it's playing off Gliscor's weaker defense. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to predict his Jellicent to come out. I'm going to go for the Toxic, which is great for me, because that exactly happens. And I was hoping not to get the miss. As you can see, I didn't, which is great. So now I know I can take a hit from Jellicent, and if he does go for Toxic, I don't want anything else on my team to be poisoned. So I'm going to go for the Slack Off as I take the Shadow Ball very, very nicely. And I'm going to predict to switch into Jirachi, and I'm just going to go for Flamethrower. And that's going to actually do a lot, and that's actually going to cause him to quit. So that's one really short match that I wanted to show you, because, you know, I kind of played well in that one. And I have another one coming up right now. Okay, so my opponent's team here is a little different. It's a little more offensive, which is kind of good. I like to face these kinds of offensive teams because that's how I like to play. So I predicted him to want to lead with his Rotom, so I'm just going to lead with my Landorus because I figured Landorus is the best lead against anything he has. He actually also leads with his Landorus, and I'm glad here because I actually have Hidden Power Ice, which he wasn't expecting at all. He has Stealth Rock on his, which I forgot Landorus gets, but, you know, that's besides the point. So I'm going to actually take him down to 10% health. And right here I'm going to predict his switch into Rotom very, very nicely and get that crit Stone Edge, which is beautiful because 1, it hits, and 2, it kills it. So that's one less thing to worry about on his team. So now I'm going to go to into my Ferrothorn as he switches into Latios, and I'm kind of scout him. I also predicted him to switch into Magnezone there, which is why I sent in Landorus, but he reveals that he has Hidden Power Fire, and then this very next turn he reveals that he has a Calm Mindset, which means I already know 3/4 of his move pool, so he's either going to probably have Recover or Refresh in that last slot. So right there I go for Swords Dance. I don't really know why. I mean, I kind of thought Landorus would die anyways. Stone Edge would have been the smarter play, but, you know, I did go for Stone Edge before and it didn't do that much at all. But regardless, I am going to die there. I figured sacking Landorus was better than taking a hit on anything else. So now I'm going to switch into Slowking. I know I can take a hit even though he's at +1. I'm just going to go for the Toxic there because that is going to wear him down. And if he has Refresh, he's going to reveal it now. If he doesn't, you know, that's even better for me because Toxic will eventually kill him for sure. And I have Ditto again to switch in and copy all of his boosts. So these people really aren't learning the beauty of Impostor Ditto. Either that or they just don't know it exists, but it does exist, and it's going to wreck them, as you're going to see soon. Spoiler alert. So now I'm going to go for the Scald, just because it's going to be my only means of getting some damage on him, in addition to the Toxic. And after this point, another Dragon Pulse is going to take me out, which is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I didn't want to switch anything else out, obviously. So here I'm going to switch into Ditto, and he's at such low health that a Dragon Pulse is easily going to kill him. And now he makes a dumb play here and goes into Salamence, who I'm assuming was Scarfed. Maybe he didn't know I was Scarfed as well, but I am Scarfed, and that means I'm going to outspeed regardless and be able to just smash him with the Dragon Pulse. And now he's going to send in Landorus. Again, nothing he can do. Smash him with Dragon Pulse. Here he sends in Scizor. I can smash him halfway with the Dragon Pulse, and he actually predicts me to switch out there and goes for Pursuit. Luckily for me, I do not switch out. I figured at this point, once his Salamence is dead, I really don't need my Ditto as much as I did when it was alive. So, killing his Scizor is going to be a piece of cake as well. And now I'm just going to hit him with the Struggle because I do run out of Dragon Pulses. That is going to kill me. He's going to go for his Thunderbolt, and now I'm going to go into Latios. And I figured just, hit him with a couple Surfs before I die, then send in Breloom for the revenge kill. Either way, it's looking like my match. I could have just straight switched into Breloom. I probably would have killed him with the Technician Bullet Punch, or sorry, Technician Mach Punch. But he is going to realize that, and he's going to forfeit the match right here. So that was actually a pretty cool game as well. I really like trying out these new OU threats, and I'm really anticipating a lot of the things I have on my team to kind of redefine the OU metagame, including, Breloom with Technician and Swords Dance. Breloom with Spore is already great, but now it has Spore with Technician, Mach Punch, Stab Mach. It's just insane. I mean, it's better than, you could say it's better than Scizor. But, that's another topic for another day. I hope you enjoyed these two matches. They're kind of short. The first one was especially short, but I kind of just wanted to show you how I've been playing with some of these new threats and how they're kind of working for me. I know my opponents probably aren't the best, but at the same time, I'm not really the best either, so I'm kind of learning from them and myself to kind of improve my game. So hopefully, eventually I will get really good at this game, but for right now, I'm just kind of having fun with it, just kind of trying out a bunch of new things, and it's all for the sake of fun. So I hope you're enjoying watching these. As always, check out my blog, and yeah, let me know if you need anything or want to know anything, and I'll talk to you guys later.